Ready?
Yep. Yeah, producer.
All right. All right. 3, 2, 1, and welcome to Dragon Ball Speak, a show where we summarize and review every episode of Dragon Ball Z, 3 episodes at a time, and rate them each on a scale of 1 to 7 stars. We're available on Spotify, YouTube, and iTunes, and we upload every Monday. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon.
And I'm Wesley.
And this is Dragon Ball Speak, episode 26. Starting with episode 79, Gohan Attacks. You tell me. You see that title, what do you think?
I'm thinking Gohan's going to attack.
Oh my god. And attack he does.
Yes.
He did. He does. Yeah, we start off with the spike through Krillin still. Actually, I can throw something up. Because now we've got our whole gang. Because now Piccolo's on Namek.
Look at that.
I didn't really want to have it up before he showed up because it's like a spoiler alert.
It's even got the little...
Yeah, that's another spoiler alert. So, yep.
Swag.
Gang. So the Namek crew. So anyways, yeah, did you think Krillin was dead here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Seems
should have
like
died a lot sooner.
With the Ride-em Cowboy situation going on?
It was brutal, but it was also comic. It would have been a lot better if he didn't say Ride-em yeehaw or whatever.
Well, believe it or not, in the original Japanese dub, he does not say that.
Yeah, it would have been a much more brutal scene. Because my head, I was not like, oh, he's treating him like a bull or something. I was just like, oh, he's just ripping his insides.
That is exactly what he was doing.
And then they were like, well hold on. This kind
Yeehaw,
of reminds
buckaroo.
me of a person on a bull. Let's give it some yeehaws and some cowboy slang. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah.
That's bad. It's famous.
It's cool, though, because it was brutal. Like, you could, when he wasn't talking, it's like, you see it or hear his, like, inside snapping and stuff.
Oh, dude, this bad.
There's blood rushing out, but then, Frieza's just saying yeehaw and shit. And it's like,
he sucks, dude.
Yeah, he really does.
His lines, like I said, are by far have gotten the worst treatment.
And his voice is just odd. Like,
I hate dude, I'm so tired of the laugh.
Yeah.
And it's every time the camera cuts to him.
His voice is better than the other voice, but I'm not a fan of Frieza's voice at all yet. I want something new.
That's because we got that Linda Hamilton voice. And she sounds like a grandma. And what we really want is that Chris Ayers voice.
I love Chris Ayers.
Which he's the one who handles the like
stuff.
whenever they did Kai and they redid all the dubbing and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So, but he, anyways. So how about the fact that this statue, he only has that tail for like 2 episodes.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
And now it's cut off. I do think it's funny. I didn't realize.
And it's gone too. It didn't grow back.
Oh, no.
It just wiggled on the ground.
Nah, like a lizard.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting a little ahead of ourselves though.
True.
Yeah. So, what's going on? Krillin there's like blood squirting out. It's actually really brutal and kind of sad, and he's starting to understand what's happening. He desperately like kind of tries to throw him a knee, and that gets blocked really easily. And freaking Frieza says, "Give me your best, Frieza."
I can't even do it. I'm not. I don't know. I can't do it.
All right. Well, that's probably for the best because he says something along the lines of "Yeehaw, Buckaroo, Ride-em Cowboy," and it hurts. It hurts a lot.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, Gohan tries to attack Frieza, but Frieza swats him with his tail. And at this point, we cut to King Kai's planet.
And Yamcha's just kicking the ground and shit.
Yeah, Yamcha's PO'd.
Just doing Yamcha things.
Yeah, just Yamcha things. He's PO'd because he's not there fighting and he's not helping. And I guess they somehow know what's going on, even though King Kai's not really telling them what's going on.
Yeah, we'll just give him something to talk about.
Yeah. We just got to keep up with the crew on King Kai's planet.
Our favorite people, especially Yamcha too.
Of course. Wins every fight.
Yeah.
If he was there instead of Piccolo, he'd be giving Frieza the beatdown. So, yeah, they're frustrated. King Kai reminisces that he told Goku to stay away from Frieza, and now they're all doomed. So Frieza ends up tossing old Krillin into the water, into his watery grave. But of course, then we cut to the most important plot point of all.
Bulma. I honestly could not tell you anything that happened to this.
She threw a temper tantrum.
I literally just didn't watch.
She threw a temper tantrum and she complained, and then she looked at a rock and she said it looked like Krillin.
It's so frustrating what they do to Bulma. I don't understand. Like, why do you make one of this character arguably probably one of the smartest?
The only girl character you basically have in the show.
Yeah, that too. And then you just make her do this stupid stuff. It's like, make her build something. Like, she's good at that. Make her do some science stuff. I don't know. Build a super weapon to take down Frieza. Do something, not throw temper tantrums. And why did you bring her to this planet if you didn't have any kind of arc for her? Because she has had no arc. She's basically sat in a... Well, actually, I mean, I can't forget about the underwater...
She defeated Mrs. Crab. Are you serious?
Can't forget about that.
Oh my God.
That is
It's like you don't even watch the show.
It's crucial to the Namek saga.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what the decision was there.
Yeah.
Because
is this what she does in the
I guess
manga,
the fact that they have the... Yeah. I mean, she's not throwing tantrums, but she's there.
Yeah.
I mean, it only cuts to her whenever they actually need her. For example, like when they grab the Dragon Radar.
That would be smart.
Why she's there, I couldn't honestly tell you.
Yeah.
I know why the character went, but in terms of writing, I don't know why they decided that. Why he decided that.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, so Gohan rage modes, similar to what we've seen him do with Raditz, and then was it Nappa or Vegeta? Nappa. Does he rage out on Nappa a little bit?
Yes.
Yes.
Not Vegeta.
Right. And yeah, now he gets one of his own, because he thinks he's just saw one of his great friends and mentors die
again.
Oh
wait, no, he hasn't.
No, it would be the first time. But yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, and Gohan screams at him, and then of course Frieza is whatever, and so he gets this actually really really decent attack on Frieza, which is super unexpected.
Yeah, he goes hard.
This is the same guy who couldn't do anything to the Ginyu Force.
Yeah,
and now his rage has unlocked that power within him where he can do some serious damage to Frieza in his second form.
And while this is happening, Vegeta is starting to suspect that Gohan might be a Super Saiyan too.
Yeah.
He's like, there's no way.
Anytime he sees anyone do anything, he's like, wait, is that a Super Saiyan?
And then he immediately goes, bullshit. No one is a Super Saiyan. Only me.
And then he gets so scared he tries to run away later. It's like, just say it enough times and maybe it'll become true.
Yeah, right.
So he pummels him into the ground. He gets a ton of gut punches. He kicks him down, and then he fires a ton of blasts at him when he's on the ground, which actually do damage. He's half buried in the dirt. He's not getting up immediately. Vegeta is he's in awe a little bit. He's like, dude, this kid's nuts.
And then these characters reveal that they don't understand fighting strategy at all.
Oh no! Oh no!
He's
they
just
do
chilling
not.
on the ground.
He's just.
I'm like,
there.
go beat his ass, and they're talking and stuff, and I'm like, all right, whatever, y'all done.
I got one I'm gonna point out later too. That's gonna be annoying.
It's like, just throw some beams at him or something, dude.
Just don't stop.
And Vegeta's not even doing anything, and he should know better. But
Vegeta's
whatever.
being a little pussy.
Yeah, he is. He's just chilling.
He's so scared that he's not doing anything. He does one thing, and it does nothing, and then he
and then
cries.
tries to run.
Yeah. So, Dende manages to retrieve a barely alive Krillin from the water. The dust clears and reveals that Frieza is only slightly phased by the attack.
Sure.
Yeah, right. So Frieza attacks Gohan in return and smashes him to the ground. And then this is when Vegeta goes ahead and blasts him with the Gallic gun from behind.
Which, not to mention, is a faraway move. So he's really still trying to not be a part of this fight.
Oh yeah, he's too scared to get close.
Yeah.
He's trembling in his boots. Frieza, yeah, he thought he was off guard, but it doesn't do any harm to Frieza at all. And oh god. And when Frieza gets up, he says, I'll give you that. Or what does he say? Your attack was a 2 on a scale of 1 to a zillion.
I was like, okay.
Dude, it's so painful.
That was a bad line, yeah.
It's so good. Frieza promises to kill Vegeta after he kills the boy. And Gohan tries desperately to defend himself, and we get a brutal beatdown.
Yeah, it was sick.
On Gohan. Sick in a bad way.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was great. It was bad. Gohan was done for. Yeah, he gets kicked in the stomach. He he decides to he gets him a few times, hardcore hits, and then decides he's gonna crush Gohan's head with his foot.
And then he takes a long time to do this.
Yeah, so
and he's just like toying with them, and then like you're hearing like some breaking or something. And
it sounds gross.
Yeah.
My in my head with this, where he's like could have killed Gohan 10 times over, is that he like almost wants someone to intervene because he's having fun with the situation.
He's a dom.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure. He might be bad, but he is perfectly good at it. So then we get I wrote down how much I was getting tired of his laugh.
Yeah.
Because it's just that over and over.
There was a lot of what she sees shots in this episode. They just make me laugh every time.
Oh, they look straight up.
They love to do like the straight up at Frieza, and he's looking down. He's like,
I do at least love the fact that they do tons of unique shots. Like they did
They
did one shot with they do lots of focus shifts, which are cool.
Mm-hmm.
They do this thing all the time where they're panning, they pass what they're supposed to be looking at, and they come back down.
It's like the cameraman's like, oh shit, my bad. Yeah, that happened whenever Gohan was looking for Frieza.
Yeah, it did.
And I was like, nah, you missed him. Oh, okay, you got him.
Or there was a shot where he was looking down at Piccolo, and it's just his feet in the frame, and then Piccolo's down there, which is unique at least. And yeah, he's squishing his head, and that's that. That's the end of the episode.
That's true.
Let's see. The English name was is this the end? A brutally transcendent power attacks Gohan.
The brutally transcendent power is Frieza?
I guess, yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Nothing else really interesting, I don't think.
What'd you give that episode?
I gave it a 6.
I gave it a 5.
Yeah.
There's
explain.
It's just hold on, let me write down this time code.
Yeah, I gave it a 6 because there was good action. There wasn't too much padding. The King Kai and the Bulma stuff, we all could have done without, but at least it was quick. And Frieza's lines, awful.
Yeah, that was one of my big things, is like the actual writing or the things being said were kind of weak.
For sure. Yeah, no, can't doubt that.
But yeah, the action was sick.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, honestly, the whole yeehaw part at the beginning took away like a whole solid point.
I can't blame you, dude. It sucks. It sucks. That's not what Frieza would say.
I bet
at all.
I bet like the original not developers, animators in the original team back in Japan were like, they watched the dub one day and they're like, what the hell?
I hope not.
Why? Dude, what happened?
I literally it's already written.
Yeah, exactly.
The lines exist.
Yeah.
So why would you rewrite what was probably like, I love toying with my prey, into yeehaw, buckaroo, ride 'em, cowboy.
It's the same with like books that get turned into movies, or like I never understand why you don't use the source material.
It's right here.
Like that's what people liked. Like you have to be real cocky to be like, you know what? I think I can make this scene better, especially in this instance.
You know what's better? You know what people love about Frieza? The fact that he knows what cowboys are, and that he says yeehaw, buckaroo. Yeah. That's why people watch this.
It's so weird. Like. And we don't even have evidence that cowboys existed in Dragon Ball Z Earth. The dinosaurs are still around.
And I'll if there's like some colloquial language being used, I'll pass it, even though they're aliens or whatever. But if it's that egregious, then,
it was like the tourism or city council, or what was it?
The Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah, Chamber of Commerce.
See, that's when you're pushing it.
Yeah. Okay.
So moving on to the tide suddenly turns. Piccolo, the warrior who came late. Hey, better late than early.
And this is called Piccolo the Super Namek for us. I actually kind of prefer the translation.
Yeah, me too for once, because Super Namek ended up not even being something that they say or
anything. If anything, the next episode should have been called Super Namek,
because he actually does something.
He actually kind of reveals that he's a Super Namek.
Right, that he's fused.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have preferred that too. So
we start, and Frieza's got his foot on Gohan, and we're getting some shots to Vegeta, and we're kind of getting hints that like Vegeta doesn't like seeing what Frieza's doing to Gohan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's like he cares for Gohan, because I don't think he does, but I don't think he likes to see that. Well, actually, who knows? It's definitely like unmerciful what Frieza's doing, and it's bothering Vegeta, which is funny because Vegeta would do the same thing.
Exactly. It's strange because, like Vegeta said, he's seen and done many worse things in this, so why is he having and then he also says like he can't do anything, and then he'd almost rather Frieza just put him out of his misery because he's suffering, which is an interesting perspective
It is from the guy that likes to toy and kill.
From the guy that was going to kill Gohan himself.
True. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Goku looks more healed. I forgot to mention we saw Goku once or twice in the previous episode, but it's same old like
chilling in the back of the tank.
Oh, I can't move.
I gotta heal up.
His voice still kind of sucks.
Yeah, they're getting there.
He's getting there. But Gohan was weird in one of these episodes.
Is this episode?
Was it this one?
Halfway through this episode, Gohan's voice
weird, dude.
is wrong.
I don't know what it was.
Because it was fine in the beginning.
And King Kai's voice changed also in this episode.
I don't know what happened. It was weird. Because it was
episode.
It was after the little halfway break, the little commercial thing that shows.
Maybe they only had time for one take or something.
I guess, yeah. But Gohan's voice is completely different.
Yeah, I know.
Which is weird because it's just the voice it's the voice that person's been doing for years. Like, it's Goku's voice from Dragon Ball. Like, nothing changes about it in this show, and then all of a sudden he was like, I don't know, it was just weird.
I still, like I said before, I think they dubbed this before they dubbed Dragon Ball, but I could be wrong.
Oh, that's true.
I don't remember. I don't know specifically. I'm pretty sure though.
Even then, she's been doing it's a girl, right? That does
Goku's
voice. Yeah, she's been
what
doing,
is her name?
She's been doing the voice for the past few episodes at least correctly, and then I guess she was like, "Yeah, you guys mind if I change this?"
I know, right?
They're like, yeah, keep it. That's fine.
I don't know what's up with that. They don't include the actors anymore for some reason on these wiki pages, but
Dragon Ball Wiki, get on it.
I think so. Yeah, Goku looks a little more healed. Whatever. He says something along the lines of, "I should help soon, but I can't."
Yeah.
Who said we've been through too much together? Oh, Piccolo. Is this where he shows up or no? He's talking to himself. Or let me think.
Yeah, I don't know. Look at the summary. I actually don't have any notes on this episode.
Any?
I have a few, but
I respect it. Sometimes you just gotta watch.
Yeah, I was watching.
Let's see. So let me get the wiki's help. Oh yes. Okay. So this is where Krillin suddenly. Okay. So no. I wrote it here, so it must be. Anyway, we get Piccolo. We get a little montage of him and Gohan.
Oh yeah,
he says we've been don't die. We've been through too much together.
Yeah, because Piccolo's like on his way.
Yeah,
we get. I totally forgot he was even a part of this puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's like flying through, and we get the little cool montage of him and Gohan's training together, which is cool.
Yep, love it. Because I love their relationship.
Yeah,
like they clearly care for each
other.
other.
Cuts back to like him dying, and he says, "I'd do it again," and all that. And
it's cool, man.
Maybe foreshadowing.
Oh my God! Oh. So Frieza is distracted. Vegeta's about to jump in and do his best, I think, and then Krillin suddenly reappears and fires a Destructo Disc at Frieza by surprise.
This part was actually pretty sick.
Yeah, dude.
You hear Destructo Disc, and then it comes by, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's a Krillin move."
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a Krillin move.
And then I was like, "Oh, cool, he's back." I forgot that was a possibility.
Totally. Yeah. So he is mysteriously back. Part of Frieza's tail gets sliced off, so we know that the Destructo Disc is powerful enough to have possibly even killed Frieza if it would have actually hit him in like a vital spot.
Yeah, at this point, I'd just be spamming that now.
Oh, for sure.
B.
Which is my problem with this episode a little bit, because they add some filler later that completely annoys me.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. So there's one specific part that really pissed me off. Goku's still recovering. Yeah, he senses Gohan's decreasing energy. Blah, 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 blah.
He also senses that Krillin's energy is back.
Mm-hmm.
He makes a note of that.
So Krillin starts rapid firing these Destructo Discs, and Frieza manages to dodge them all, but is kind of struggling, it seems.
We get a reminder that the Destructo Disc is extremely powerful when it misses Frieza and cuts a mountain clean.
Even though the Destructo Disc is like this wide.
It cut the whole damn
mountain. It cuts the whole mountain, baby. Who knows?
It's like, okay, this is clearly the most powerful move we've ever seen in Dragon Ball Z. But
it honestly might be. Honestly, it's done tons of damage at this point.
Yeah.
To this point. No. He didn't end up.
Oh.
No, that's whatever. But he didn't end up being. I was thinking for some reason it worked against Vegeta, but it didn't.
He's just missing a lot.
Yeah, he missed, I guess.
He's better aim.
I don't remember this show. Like, whatever, you know?
Dragon Ball what?
Yeah, speaking. Krillin leads Frieza into a oh no, we get this cool part from Krillin where he's got this like I guess surge of bravery here.
Yeah.
And he decides to like taunt would be the word I'm looking for.
God,
I was thinking about that the whole time, like what word that was. He's taunting him. Yeah, his tongue sticking out.
Bending over. He's like
clapping that ass, that thick Krillin asks.
Frieza's like, all right, I'm gonna come get it.
He says, "Don't tempt me with a good time," and he starts flying.
Yeah, you do.
Um,
And then Krillin's like, shit.
yeah, and they're like running through he's like going through this maze rocks.
This part was so stupid.
And Frieza's just like, he's always like waiting for him.
Yeah, it was cool like the first time, and then they were like, let's do it like 10 more times.
I liked Krillin's plan, but then dude, the pacing in this episode, it was like a screeching halt compared to last episode.
Yep. Mostly because of this Krillin maze thing.
Yes.
And then even the most annoying thing is like, they're somewhat aware because they have their character Frieza being like, "You're wasting my time," and it's like, yeah, he is actually.
He is wasting your time.
Why don't you do something about it, dude?
And Frieza's smarter than that, but
yeah.
So then he uses solar flare to get away, and here's my problem: if we know Destructo Disc will cut through Frieza, and he uses solar flare, which renders Frieza blind and unable to move for the most part. Why would we not be combining the solar flare with the Destructo Disc, killing Frieza and going home?
Well, you see, that's because Krillin is dumb.
Oh, no, that's because the writers are dumb.
True.
That's them writers, because this is a little bit of filler.
This fight could have been done. They could have just cut him right in half.
Oh, for sure.
They could have chopped him up. They could have been eating Frieza at night.
Oh, my God. Well, Frieza keeps on saying that he's going to eat Krillin for dinner.
That's what I'm saying.
Turn those tables. So then we cut to Mr. Dende over there, and he is force healing Gohan. So that reveals to us how Krillin came back to life. So yeah, up to that point, what did you think happened with the Krillin? You thought it was Dende?
No idea. I was literally like, I thought that he had a new power where he could like double himself, and the double got killed, and Krillin was chilling or something. But
that would have been much worse.
I forget that Dende's a character that's playing in this game.
Right, and well, up to this point, to be fair, he didn't do anything.
Yeah,
basically.
Even all the characters like, we didn't even know he could do that.
No, because they didn't. They'd never seen it. And so he says, if we would have known that, we would have had him heal Goku. It's like, okay, I like that you acknowledge that.
Yeah.
But why doesn't he go heal Goku?
Exactly.
Who is still hurt?
Not because Dende can fly. He
can fly.
Like,
yeah. And we see like Frieza probably would not let him go, maybe, but maybe like give it a try.
Yeah, right. I mean, they have enough people to at least distract Frieza.
Oh, for sure.
Dende's power level isn't like popping off the charts.
Especially because this is where Piccolo arrives, basically. And let's see. Yeah, Gohan's fully recovered, regroups, and the three of them, the Frieza or the Vegeta, Krillin, and Gohan, do some energy blast, but it does nothing. It's just nothing. And then Gohan moves in to attack Frieza head on, which is when Piccolo appears in a big ball of light. So yeah, at this point, Frieza is sufficiently distracted.
Yeah, and Dende's like, I'm just gonna chill.
Yep. But it's that's just how it is sometimes.
That's the way the cookie
sometimes
crumbles.
That's how it goes, and then we just enjoy it and we just watch it. You don't gotta question things.
Goku's got to be in that tank for a few more shots.
Here's the thing about Goku. 90% of this show so far has been us waiting for him to show up.
They do keep icing him and then like making us like watch him over and over not doing anything, and then we get him at the end, and it's
because they know what you want to see.
It's a sick Avengers hype moment every time.
Every time, yeah, without fail, of course. Yeah, him showing up alone for Vegeta is like him showing up on Namek. Actually, is probably my favorite.
That part was sick. Yeah, just the little scenes they did of him leaving the ship were awesome.
I know, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So we're waiting on Goku still. Vegeta talks some trash and says like, "What a waste of a wish! Like, why are you here?"
Yeah.
And then Piccolo's like, "I'll clean you up after this, boy. After I clap these Frieza cheeks." And then Dende's like, "Oh," and then Piccolo tells Dende to move, and Dende's like, "How does he know my name?" And that's the end of the episode. It's just a stare down between Frieza and Piccolo. Little did we know at this point that stare down would last at least another 6 or 7 minutes.
Yeah. I want to mention how hype it is when Piccolo arrives. It's actually pretty. He comes in good. Like Superman or Jesus Christ or something. Like he's like a ball of light, and everyone's like, "Oh!" And like you slowly like reveal like his shape, and it's like sick. This is dope. The wind's flowing through his little cave and stuff.
Oh, I love Piccolo. Like design alone.
Yeah, he's sick.
He's just so cool.
He's awesome.
He's so cool. I love Piccolo. He's one of my favorites for sure. So, that's the episode. What'd you give it?
I gave this one a 5 out of 7 stars again. I really liked it. Different problems, but like it's still not quite a perfect episode, mostly because of the Krillin stuff was a little brought it down some. And sometimes they just, like we've talked about, they are some like when they mess up, they have a problem where they sometimes reveal how they messed up shortly after. Like if they like the Destructo Disc thing, or like Frieza saying you're wasting my time. It's like they're aware of what they're doing wrong, but they're just gonna do it anyway. I don't know. It might just be a coincidence or irony thing, but it's funny to me how the show seems to acknowledge its problems.
Right, and I've said it before, but like I've said before that I think that the show gets better about those problems like as it goes on, because I do think compared to what we have seen up to this point, dude, compared to Saiyan, it's way better.
Yeah, waiting for Vegeta to do nothing while he stands for 20 episodes is a lot more fun. At least Frieza's doing stuff.
Yeah, and after this arc specifically, I think is when it gets actually a lot better.
Plus, I mean, even despite those problems, it's still a 5 out of 7 for me. So I'm
for sure. Yeah, I give it a 4.
Still loving what I'm seeing.
I get a 4 only because something. Oh, it was this cat and mouse thing, I think.
Yeah, that's the maze.
And God, man, it was just long, dude. It was long.
Yeah, they showed a cool trick once, and they're like, let's do it 9 more times.
Yeah, and I liked it a lot. I thought it was a good episode.
And then he's like, I'm gonna smoke him out, and he somehow like is able to like,
as if he wouldn't just destroy the entire island.
That's exactly what I thought.
Instant.
That's what I thought it was gonna do, and then everything was smoking. I'm like, what? And then he's like, let's smoke him out. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's a move that you would definitely be using.
I just give it like he's toying with him. Yeah. That's what I give it every time.
He's part of the SWAT now.
Yeah. So yeah, good episode. I did think the previous one was better. Mostly because I really like Gohan, and he got some action.
Yeah.
Now I will say that trivia in the Funimation dub, when Gohan is being pounded by Frieza, Vegeta is unable to stomach what he sees. However, in the manga and the original dub, he does not care about Gohan at all, but wonders how he'd ever be able to defeat a force that powerful.
Interesting.
Yep. So maybe Vegeta feels that way. Maybe he doesn't.
Yeah.
If you look at it objectively, he doesn't. But
yeah.
You can interpret however you want. Whatever. Piccolo's self-confidence. I will be the one to defeat Frieza is the Japanese title of the 7th episode of the Frieza saga. For us, it is called Deja Vu.
That's an odd one.
Yeah.
But I like it.
He is self-confident.
Deja Vu's
stupid.
It doesn't even really make any sense.
It's because Dende is like seeing Nail and not knowing what's going on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably not what I would call deja vu, but we're good.
What are you, French?
I'm just confused.
So King Kai, I think we start with King Kai, or is it no, they're staring down.
Yeah.
Piccolo and Frieza staring down a little bit. King Kai, his voice is very different, but closer, I think, to what it is supposed to be than what we had before. Agreed. Now he's just doing a little too much like old man.
Yeah.
Maybe, but whatever. What is he talking about? He's talking about same stuff, basically.
Yeah, he's just saying Piccolo's stronger than ever.
Did you expect Piccolo to hold his own against Frieza?
No, and I 100% forgot that Nail was in him.
Yeah.
Like I just thought that for some reason. So this is because I forgot that, I thought that I thought King Kai was like trying to translate that somehow Frieza's also Piccolo's also Super Saiyan, because he's stronger than ever before, and I was like, maybe we're like a fight happened. I don't even know what I was thinking, but it basically boils down to I 100% forgot about Nail, because that's how forgettable Nail is.
Nail was not the best.
And then to remind us, they showed us
the whole scene.
The best part of, honestly, the whole Namek saga.
Oh, for sure. The classic line.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I'm not going to do it again. They already got it once. I'm not doing it again. Go back to episode
25.
24?
24, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
very pornographic in nature, it feels.
I actually play it in the bedroom while I'm consummating.
You just need you need Piccolo's words of inspiration.
Oh, of course.
I'm feeling great.
Yes, I feel great. I can do this. Yes. So we get this stare down that feels long.
Yeah, it does.
Very long. And we cut back to, Gohan and Vegeta, and they're like, will he be able to do it? And then it cuts back to Piccolo, and he's like staring him down.
Yeah.
And then, a couple of those. Then they start fighting, and it's just not the best.
No, but Piccolo does go hard, but the animation doesn't.
It doesn't, because there's no choreography. It's just the
showing their face, and you just see like slivers of the fist.
Which I'm okay with a little bit of that.
Yeah, but
it was like a lot of that until the very end of the episode. Fearful for his life. So yeah, Piccolo, and so they're doing that, and then Frieza blasts him. Go ahead.
So before this has even happened, Piccolo does go like real hard and like brings Frieza down.
Okay.
And he's like flying off, or his body's like lobbing toward the ground, and stupid Gohan and Krillin are like, he beat him, and it's like,
God.
okay, no, Gohan, you just did the same thing, which honestly is what I thought the episode was named Deja Vu for, is because Gohan goes hard, brings Frieza to the ground, Piccolo does the same thing, only for Frieza to come back up both times, but I was wrong.
Maybe. I don't know. Whatever. So Frieza blasts him, and then they're like, "Oh, Piccolo's dead."
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, like, you guys gotta relax a little bit.
Chill.
He comes out. He's fine. Frieza resumes the battle against Piccolo, who manages to evade every attack Frieza throws at him, and Piccolo taunts Frieza for this. And as Frieza grabs Piccolo, he reveals that he is also housing Nail. And with the two of them combined, Frieza has no chance of winning. So, yeah, Frieza catches both of his fists. Piccolo, like, flashes some I-beam or something, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what this was.
And then he gets some good hits back on Frieza, some good ones. And Vegeta's, like, not very confident that Piccolo will be able to win this. You know, he's like,
yeah,
I don't remember exactly what he says, but yeah, he's not digging the situation. He tries running, which feels out of character to me.
Yeah, it is.
Because, like, we know he's cocky, but we also know he knows that he can't be cocky in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
He has
I don't
a
know.
surge in self-confidence.
Right. I don't know if Vegeta would run away. Maybe. I mean, he did, so he does. But I don't know. I don't know. You know, I'm just a guy.
Yeah, Vegeta. I mean, honestly, let's just call it how it is. He's kind of a bitch.
He bitched out on this one. Yeah, dude. And he pays for it too.
Yeah, he does. It's sick too.
Frieza immediately, no effort, catches him, is in front of him. Then Vegeta tries again, and Frieza's right in front of him.
That's so sick.
And then he's like, "You're not gonna be able to run away." Yeah, he sinks a fist into his stomach like a hard punch, and you can feel it,
Felt
dude.
good. I was actually stoked about that.
Feels good, dude.
Yeah.
I love some of those hard hits like that where they take the time to like really show how bad it is. Like
God. There was a part in the first episode of this episode 79 that I forgot to mention, but when Frieza throws Gohan to the ground, I don't know if they did it on purpose, but the anime, like, Gohan hits the ground and there's just like a huge thud and his body just like stops.
Ugh.
Like no bounce or anything. It's like that's a neck broken.
That's a lot of bones. He probably had some broken bones.
Oh yeah, but they've been doing a really good job with showing Frieza's like might and his single punches.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah, and one time I think he knees Gohan in the stomach and he just spits out blood. Like he just I love when that happens, dude. It makes you feel it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he brings Vegeta back to the battlefield. We get some more of the like flurries between Piccolo and Frieza, who seem even, I thought. And then we get this power up from, so to speak, from Piccolo after he gets knocked into some rocks and blasted.
Mm-hmm.
I say power up. He didn't really power up, but he has these like rocks floating around him, which I thought was pretty cool.
In, like a neutron
and like an X, yeah.
It was sick.
I thought that was really cool looking.
They're like literally making him. It's so sick the way that they are treating Piccolo.
Oh, I love it.
Because the shot is like past Frieza, and then it's Krillin and Gohan, and they're like floating in the air, and then Piccolo floats up behind him. He's like literally Superman in this show right now.
Yeah, and he's just such a he's consistently badass. Like they know. They always make him badass. So Dende figures out, he's like, you know, something's familiar. He ends up figuring out when Piccolo says it that him and Nail are one. They have combined into one person. So he's got like, and I'm glad it's like still the same Piccolo, but he's just got some like more knowledge and some more, of course, way more power.
Except they do switch the voices.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, it was weird.
But whatever. Vegeta still isn't really trusting the situation. Piccolo calls Frieza Horn Boy.
Yeah.
He's like, "Come on, Horn Boy." He still doesn't have his voice quite yet.
Yeah. But he's getting there.
He's getting there. Nail. Oh, we get this whole Nail recap. The whole thing. We watched all the Nail stuff again. Nail fighting Frieza and Nail fusing with Piccolo. It's like a few minutes.
It's such a good reminder of how forgettable Nail is.
Nail, yeah, he was the most boring and flat character ever.
I was like, but until we got to the S part, I thought that we were watching new content because everything about Nail is out of my brain already. It went through my ears.
No, it was not new content. It was frame by frame. They even had Frieza's underwear still colored wrong in the one scene.
Yep.
I almost pointed it out. But ends up that Frieza seems scared is a strong word, but seems concerned.
Yeah, it's definitely a little surprise he was not anticipating.
And yeah, Piccolo powers up to his maximum, unleashes a furious attack on Frieza. He gets several hits, really good looking hits on Frieza, a couple, and then Frieza's enraged in the air, and Piccolo's on the ground, and Frieza starts charging this blast, this massive one, and he shoots it at Piccolo, and it's big, and it looks scary, and then Vegeta's like, no way, and then Piccolo freaking karate chops
And they're
it.
like, don't do it. Like,
Oh, they say
Vegeta's
don't.
like, you can't do this. Don't do it. And
Don't
Piccolo's
do it.
like, nah, I got this.
And yeah, he deflects it. Man, look how good that shot looks.
That
That's
is
so
sick.
good. Those colors, man. So, yeah, he deflects it, and then he fires a blast of his own at Frieza, and they're like, whoa, he killed Frieza. It's
Again.
like, come on, dude. And he did not kill Frieza,
No, he didn't. Surprise.
but it seems like he's winning the fight.
Yeah, he's definitely
For
doing
sure.
great.
For sure, he's winning the fight. Still hasn't taken any, like, substantial blows. He's gotten hit a few times, but nothing too bad. So, yeah.
Piccolo is a super Namek.
Piccolo the Super Namek. Deja vu. Yeah, that's that. What score?
I actually, this is one of those instances where like you rate it, and because we rated it right after we finished watching the episode, we both like write down what we think,
Yeah.
and then we talk about it, which gives us a chance to like talk through the problems. Then we can point out things we liked, didn't like. So I actually gave this one a 7 out of 7
No way.
while we were watching it, because like I assumed while watching it I was like, shit, this is really hype and awesome. And then obviously
It was good. It was
talking
high.
about things, yeah. But yeah, I gave it a 7 out of 7.
Hey, dude. What
As
you're
far as,
feeling
like-
in that moment
Yeah.
is what the score is. I don't
Exactly,
care
yeah.
what anyone says. I give it a 4.
Okay, so
but I thought it was on par with the previous episode, just because like a lot of the action was it was good, and it was satisfying, and there was a lot of good moments. The dialogue was better. Piccolo was super hype. We got, Goku seems to be getting better. He's almost there, it seems.
yeah, the scratches are gone on his face.
Yeah, I just love Piccolo, but I don't know why I gave it a 4 instead of a 5. Like, I probably could have gave it a 5, but
It's probably because the yes scene again.
oh no, it was because the all the recap. That was
Yeah.
why. Otherwise, it definitely would have at least been a 5.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a really good episode, man. 3
hype.
solid episodes for sure.
I'm excited. For
They're
what's
only
to
getting
come.
better, I think. Well, no, I mean it depends, but
We've been on a good trajectory. I
oh,
mean,
for sure, we haven't had a bad episode in a long time.
I guess I gave Password as Porunga a 3 out of 7, but that's okay. I'm not gonna talk about that.
What did I give that one? I don't remember. I don't remember. Whatever.
It's episode 75.
Oh yeah, 75. I give it a 6. That's funny. That's so weird.
That is weird. Different people.
So what's
Different
next?
opinions.
What do you think's happening next? Predict
Okay,
it. How does
next-
this finish?
Next is here's what I think is gonna happen, which I
Alright.
would not have guessed originally when this fight started. I think that Piccolo and the gang are gonna beat Frieza before Goku arrives.
Okay.
Then Frieza's gonna go into a third form,
Okay.
and that's when Goku's gonna have to use his powers. And no, I don't think we're there. I don't think it's time for him to go Super Saiyan, but
Okay.
I think we're getting close because Goku. There's not much more hype we can build. I mean, he can't just keep coming back after healing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It doesn't feel right yet. But I do think Frieza's gonna get a third form. I think his legs are gonna beef out like his arms, so then he'll be equally proportioned. But we like a big stocky boy.
The thicker, the better. And the more grandma sounding, the
Oh,
better.
absolutely. I mean, that's the perfect. Ideally, that's the perfect man.
Like right now, Frieza sounds like a 65-year-old smoker,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm hoping for like a 90-year-old smoker.
That's.
Like
I mean, give me 100 if you can.
there's not many of those. No 100-year-old smokers.
True.
Yeah. Funimation's gonna have to outsource for that one.
Yeah.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been Dragon Ball Speak, episode 26. Thank you for listening. Please like the video and tell your friends to watch it because that would be helpful. It'd be good. It makes us feel so good.
I do.
I screenshot every nice comment and I send it to him.
It does. Yeah. It
every
actually
time.
really makes our days.
It does. It really
So-
does, man. So, yeah, retweet us if you have a tweeter. And what's going to happen next? Wesley thinks that Frieza is going to get big legs.
Yes.
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Speak.